Man discovers terrifying secret in her backyard. You won't believe what happened. A Michigan man has been sentenced to 45 to 70 years for the triple murder of his family while he was out on bond in a torture case, the Associated Press reports. D'Angelo Kenneth Martin, 34 of Detroit, pleaded guilty in September to all 6 of his cases. Officials said he left a serial killer's signature in each murder case, often leaving a victim's sock and taking the time to position each body in a particular way. Martin was responsible for the murders of Annetta Nelson, Nancy Harrison, Travisine Ellis, and Tamara M. Jones. The murder of Annetta Nelson. Officials said at 4:25 p.m., February 26, 2018, a 43-year-old man went into a vacant house on Winthrop Street in Detroit. He found the body of Nelson, 57 of Detroit, lying face down on the floor with blood on her face, according to authorities. The man carried Nelson outside and flagged down police. The Wayne County morgue identified Nelson, and her death was ruled a homicide caused by blunt force trauma. Martin was charged with first-degree premeditated murder and felony murder based upon the underlying felony of third-degree criminal sexual conduct. The murder of Nancy Harrison. Detroit officers were called on March 19, 2019, to a vacant house of Coventry Street. A body had been discovered by a Detroit man who went inside to smoke marijuana. Police found the body of Harrison, 52, of Detroit, face down. Her body was taken to Wayne County morgue and identified. Officials ruled her death homicide by blunt force trauma. Investigation led to Martin's arrest. He was charged with first-degree premeditated murder and felony murder based upon the underlying felony of third-degree criminal sexual conduct. The murder of Travisine Ellis. Detroit police were called at 7:20 p.m., March 24, 2019, to a vacant house on Lyndhurst Street. Officers found Ellis, 55 of Detroit, facing face down on the ground. Medical officials pronounced her dead, but the cause of death was undetermined due to decomposition. Martin was arrested and charged with first-degree premeditated murder and felony murder based upon the underlying felony of third-degree criminal sexual conduct. The murder of Tamara Jones. A 59-year-old Detroit man called over police to a vacant house of Mack Avenue at 5:10 a.m., June 5, 2019. The man had discovered a decomposed body of Jones, 55, of Detroit, inside the house. The police said she was face down. The cause and manner of her death were not determined due to decomposition, but Martin was arrested and charged with first-degree premeditated murder and felony murder based upon the underlying felony of third-degree criminal sexual conduct. Sentencing. Martin pleaded guilty September 2, 2022, to second-degree murder in all 4 homicide cases. The sentence agreement was for Martin to serve 45 to 70 years in prison. He also pleaded guilty as charged to 2 separate criminal sexual conduct cases. Those cases are concurrent to the homicide cases. On Thursday, October 6, Judge Regina Thomas officially sentenced Martin to 45 to 70 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections. He received concurrent sentences of 20 to 40 years on his other 2 criminal sexual conduct cases. The woman D'Angelo Martin violently killed all had families who loved them dearly, Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy said. Hopefully they will find some peace knowing that he will be in the Michigan Department of Corrections and off the streets. It hurts because we let him in, and he took something away from us that we can't get back, said Laren Trey Welton, Robert Bray's grandson.